Hello, San Andreas. Welcome back to the Department of Transportation. I'm remaking this video due to the other one having a ton of mistakes, including me mispronouncing Department of Transportation several times and other currently stuff like that. So we're going to get back into it today. If you can see here, we now have a new garage where we're parking some of our trucks. This is our bigger industrial trucks, including our snow plows and our industrial dump truck here. So we do have some pretty big trucks here that are very useful to our service. So we're going to start with the different divisions we have in DOT. Number one is we have our safety and roadside assistance, which you either have access to a tow truck like the one back there, a vehicle like the Vic right there, or one of these safety patrol trucks. These vehicles do have access to sirens, minus the tow trucks, enabled to assist motorists on the freeway and other roadways if they need to assist them. They still only have amber lights, so they're courtesy lights. There's no legal obligation to move over for them, but typically we'll use sirens to state that we're in the area or that we are heading to a possible collision or emergency. And again, it's a roadside assistance crew with multiple equipment. That is one division we have, which is our roadside assistance division. Our second one is typically is our streets and highway division, which operate the giant snow plows and bigger trucks like the ones in our actual shop here, and our incident response unit, which I mispronounced the other time, which is again units that are used for all types of things from water main breakage to power lines going down to a road sign to standard road construction. Typically, we don't do the actual construction. We hire a private company, but we might do traffic control and other things of the sort. So we have access to these Silverados as well for those mission aerial points and missions. And let me just show off the lights real quick on these wonderful trucks here. So there you go. There's the lights, and they are very well illuminated, along with a traffic signal error that can be removed or changed to whatever direction it needs to go. And then, of course, we have access to a fleet of snow plows. One of the snow plows is inside of the big bay over there, and another one is right here. We store them a majority of the time, but it's not like we don't use them on their off season. They are good haul carriers, dump trucks, or even support trucks because they have lights that are well illuminated, especially at night. My greatest suggestions with snow plows is typically they'll have one plow, and if they're doing a major freeway like Los Santos Freeway here, they will have a secondary plow right out on the side. Please do not attempt to pass these trucks on their passenger side. One, they won't really be able to see you. Two, all the snow is typically going to one side of the street, and if it's not going to the side that they are hugging, so example, if this was the shoulder, they would be hugging this side, so you can't pass them. It would go to the other side. So please be cautious when crossing these, passing these vehicles, and be cautious when you're behind them. When this spinny device is on, it is distributing salt. It's empty right now, but if it is distributing salt, it can ruin your tires and get in your face if you are too close to this vehicle. So please don't follow close behind the vehicle either. Keep your distance with snow plows, and keep in mind they will be going slow and they won't be but they are doing a very successful job to make sure the roads aren't icy and snowy in the winter. So there is that. Another thing that I went over in the previous video, which we are going to go over again, is the slow down and move over law for emergency lights. Red and blue lights, obviously, you should always slow down and attempt to move over to the secondary lane if possible. If not, slow down to a speed that is reduced from the posted speed limit, typically in a 60. You want to go at least 40 or even slower, just because people are going to be working on the side of the road and they don't want to get hit or harmed in the process. It's the same thing with our amber lights. They're telling you, hey, slow down or move over. If you don't, this will be prosecuted to the best of the law, and we will typically be on the roadway. Our Department of Transportation services are often needed on the freeways, and often we do not shut down the freeways for roadside assistance jobs in smaller um, jobs that don't need it. We might have cones out, we might not, but we will definitely have amber lights on if we're on the side of the road. Even if we don't, you should always slow down and move over if you see a vehicle in the shoulder, whether that be a broken down motorist, a semi truck, a police car, any other type of emergency vehicle, or one of our own trucks. Please keep that in mind when driving on our highways in our fair state. With that being said, all of the positions are still open. We are still looking for people to fill positions of senior and normal staffed workers for both the roadside assistance department and the streets and highway department, and joint operation positions where employees um, are able to do both jobs at once. Also, with that being said, I do appreciate the developers that helped build a shop for our wonderful DOT services and might even make an expansion in the future. With all of that being said, I hope everybody has a great day and welcome to the Department of Transportation.